All right, so I had a couple people reach out to me today asking where the STARLORD content is at because I've only made one video on him, and usually when a character gets a new uniform, I give them at least 2 or 3 videos, and if they get a tier 4 and I actually plan to tier 4 them, you might see like 10-15 different videos depending on how good the character is, how much fun I'm having, etc. So people are feeling like I'm doing STARLORD a disservice, and that's truly not the case. I've just been really busy with other things to cover. So today I got him up to level 80 and I slapped a CDP of Rage on him. I'm gonna test him out to see how he actually performs comparatively to some other level 80s, because as you can see, I've skipped over quite a few blast characters that have tier 4 available. Professor X and Sharon Rogers are 2 in recent memory. So I want to see how he performs, because I honestly believe I'm not the one doing a disservice to the character. I think the devs did a disservice to STARLORD. I think they should have made him better at level 70 and level 80 and not locked his healing so much behind that tier 4 upgrade. But anyways, let's see the damage, because the one thing they did do for him this time around is give him a lot of damage. So if you decide to pick up this uniform when you get him to level 72, he might actually put in work for you. One thing I will say though is any high level stage that you plan to use STARLORD on, you want to make sure you put him together with somebody that offers damage reduction. So either Ebony Maw or a Valkyrie, because when he gets hit, he takes a lot of damage. And even though he has a heal now, is only 20%, and I think 20% when it comes to healing is the low end. We've seen lower in 15 and 10s, but like that's like 2015 type of healing. Like, you know, that's not gonna cut it in today's climate. So I think they should have definitely gave him at least 35% on the healing. Let me go ahead and just pop off here. I think I want to save the tier 3. Yeah, I'll do one more rotation here. Maybe I could have just used it. It would have probably worked out to be about the same time, truthfully speaking. So one thing I've noticed with STARLORD is if you have a problem keeping him alive, it's probably best for you to sit in the tier 3 against certain bosses, because of that long drawn out iframe on his tier 3. For me, sometimes I like to just cancel it. Okay, come on, really? Okay, there we go. I risk death because if that third skill didn't trigger the next phase, the first hit from null definitely would have killed me. Wait for Yondu to pop down. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea because it seems like he pushed me out of all of those attacks. Ah, boy. Okay, let me move. By the way, one thing that I want to tell you guys that I discovered after reforging a bunch of CDPs of Insight, be very careful that you don't over reforge. The CDP of Insight is the one CDP that you don't want to have a lot of. And the reason for that is if you have 2 CTPs of Insight on 2 different characters, and let's say for example in this case, right, Ebony Maw has a CTP of Insight and then Valkyrie has a CTP of Insight. Look, if one of them has damage decrease from Pierce, the PvP version, and then another one has the increased damage to boss type, like this one right here from Valkyrie, the game will always prioritize the PvP one. For whatever reason, the devs haven't figured it out. Like, they should have made it so that one only applies in PvE and the other one applies like everywhere, I guess, but whatever. The point is, if I reforge 2 insights and bring them in here, if one of them has the decreased pierce effect, that's the one that's going to be activated regardless of the positioning of the character. And I think that's really annoying. The devs need to look at that, because if that's the case, then you want to make sure that you don't reforge the CTP of Insight on all of your support characters, because, like, for example, for me, I use Shuri a lot for PvP, so I want Shuri to have the decreased damage from Pierce. I know this is a Star-Lord clear. 3 minutes is pretty good, and he was not at risk of dying, so that's pretty good, I guess. He's competing with Thor and Thanos, and if you already had Thor, even if you skipped over Thanos farmer uniform, if you have like a level 72 Obsidian King Thanos, do you really need Star-Lord? No, no. Let's go try him on the alien stage here. But as I was saying, let me show you guys what I'm talking about, right? Just to give you guys an example of what I mean for those of you guys who are visual learners. So in the case of Wave, right, I have a 15% damage increase to boss types. And then in the case of Shuri, I take 15% less damage from Pierce. If I were to jump into World Boss Legend right now and use Wave as a leadership with Shuri off to the left, this is what happened. So once we load in, I'm going to show you guys which custom gear is actually active. In the top left hand corner here, you can see I'm getting the decrease additional Pierce received by 15%. Now, if I were to pop out of here and change position, let me just say, let's put Shuri as the leader instead of Wave. In case for some reason, the positioning of the character actually affects which of these custom gears actually activate. I know they don't, but I want to show you guys. So they need to go in and actually fix this, because why on earth would the PvP effect be activating primarily in PvE is beyond me. They need to either consider allowing people to choose which of these CTPs actually activate, or make it so that it's based on the position. So let's say in this case, since Wave is in spot 1 and Shuri's in spot 2, if both of these characters are running a CTP of Insight, then the CTP of Insight would default and activate on the character that's in the first slot. Because otherwise you're reforging the CTPs of Insight, and if you ever run double support with a character, unless they're both running the extra damage to boss types, or one of them is just running a regular Insight, you're gonna always be losing out on that extra damage, which is just absolutely ridiculous to me. I didn't think this deserved its own video, so I'm just putting it here with Star-Lord. You can see now that we have White Fox, who's also running an Insight, and we have Wave, who has an Insight on her, now it's activating on Wave. But they definitely got to do something about it. Otherwise, be careful reforging all these CTPs of Insights, because a lot of times we do run double supports. In the case of somebody like Shuri that people often use in PvP, Ebony Maw that people often use in PvP, if you reforge them and they have the PvP effect, and then eventually you take them into PvE, it's going to be messing with other CTPs that you use for PvE, which is just dumb. Because Shuri's one of those characters that even though she's a PvE support, she actually has a lot of value in PvP, because the meta right now is so heavy on villains. Let's see if he can survive this. Ooh. He's doing decent damage, but again, if you have Thor, do you need more? That kind of rhymed. Oh, I thought he was gonna... Okay, there we go. Thought he was gonna cutscene me sooner. I love that slide, man. Like, I really dig that slide. It's like sliding on the ops, bro. Don't play with me. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll pop that. Pop 6. Yondu's at my back. That's Pops. It's Mary popping, y'all. By the way, I've been hearing good things about the new Guardians movie. I was dead set on not going to see it. I still might not. I might just Disney Plus it, but I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't gotten to see a Disney movie in quite some time, bro, because they've dropped the balls. They got too comfortable. I don't know how that didn't hit me still. Is Star-Lord him, bro? Like, truthfully speaking, like, is Star-Lord just him? Like, how did that not hit me? I swear I was right in front of the man, bro. Like, I was fully expecting that to be like a L. Like, what do you mean that didn't hit me? Star-Lord is him, bro. That boy, Rick. Is that you? Anyways. So yeah, this is kind of easy. I was expecting him to get one-shotted by like a lot of Ultron's attacks, but Ebony Maw coming in clutch. Clutchy! Whoa! 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 Okay, I got too comfortable. I got too comfortable. My bad. Okay, that's a That's a my bad. That's a yikes. Okay, let me go ahead and use that. Chain these iframes together. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's that big damage. That's that big boy damage. You'll love to see it. Come on, one more rotation. Let's get him. Let's dance on him. Dance on him, fool. All right, cool. So yeah, that could have definitely been like maybe 30 or 45 seconds faster. So he's a pretty strong level 80. So this is one of the ones that really annoyed me when I was testing, because one of the stages that you would want to use STARLORD on is this one right here, stage 75, because he has the weapon master ability. Go up to 79. Right here, he has no damage reduction available to him, and I want to show you what happens. You go from doing great damage. Keep in mind that Ultron is theoretically harder. Even though we're at a lower level, it's theoretically harder because he's a level 3 boss versus Mephisto is a level 2 boss. But Mephisto has a lot of moves that hits you when you're in iframes. One of the characters that's been holding on to his value for the longest is Moon Knight, because if you're pushing high levels in World Boss Legend and you want to get to stage 99 against this bad boy right here, you're gonna need Moon Knight to push through here, whether you're playing him with an energy or a rage. Energy and destruction, better rage, a little bit of a struggle. Point is, STARLORD coming in, you think he'd be able to do this? Well, let me show you what happens. Let's go. Boom, boom. Spin the block till I'm dizzy. Whoop, and I'm dead.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
10 seconds in, bro. This man hit me once and I'm gone. Okay, gone. STARLORD would have really good value on Mephisto because he can be used on 65 to 69, 75 to 79, and then up here again because he has the command ability from 85 to 89. So if you missed out on Summer Storm, you skipped over Moon Knight, you don't have Thor and Thanos, STARLORD would have extreme value against this boss, but you're gonna absolutely need to tier 4 him if you want to actually beat this boss. Past stage 49, he ain't doing it, bro. He has the damage, but the survivability and the fact that he's up in the face of the bosses is actually just gonna get you killed 9.99999999999% of the time, bro. Even with him spinning the block and sliding on fools, bro, that's not enough. Even with him hiding in iframes, look at my HP, bro. I'm constantly checking my HP on the left because I'm like, bro, am I alive? How much HP do I?
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I'm gonna give him 2 chances, bro. Boom, boom, because damage isn't the issue, or at least I don't believe it to be the case. But look at this, bro. Bro, this man reeks. Okay. Holy dog, he about to be gone. They really. Ooh, okay. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He has a chance. He has a chance. He has a chance. Okay, so this boss fight is possible, but it's a headache. And let me ask you a question, guys. In 2023, do you want to be buying uniforms for characters that are gonna give you a headache?
Oh, hell no.
You might love them, and if you love them, then I guess you're gonna take him all the way to tier 4, and that survivability issue won't necessarily be an issue anymore because you're gonna get more HP and more healing.